What's up, everybody? I'm Abatage and welcome back to the Banner Saga. We've just had a little look at camp in the last episode, but we're going to leave right now and hit the road again as the journey continues and the story unfolds and all that cool shit.
Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
And there's actually been an update where, let's see if I can... Aha! I think that's subtitles. Perhaps. I could be wrong, but there was an update that came through and they did a whole lot of stuff, but one of the main things that I was interested in that they did was subtitles, mainly for this playthrough, so let's check it out. See if it does something next time we get a voiceover. Peasant. Buy hard the Brog. There's a lot of Val for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself, until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boy sent men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scalfings out here, maybe? Could they have Val working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. Good on you, Moger. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Val, are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Luden? Ah, it's faint. Sounds like fighting and... something else. Hakon takes off at a run. So Luden's gone walkabout. He just wandered off picking some flowers or something that he does. I don't know. He's not a warrior. Ah, and here we have the Dredge. So clicking any tile will automatically make a path. So this basically tells you can make two paths to do that. And because he's a spearman, he can attack diagonally. So he's found these dudes on his own and he's going to try and attack them. Deflect attacks do no damage. From here on out, you'll fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. And Luden is down. And here's our boys come in to sort this shit out. So, these are the Dredge, which we will find more about as the story unfolds, but they're pretty tough mofos, I gotta say. So what we will do here with old Hakon, he has a special ability called Sundering Impact, which 100% chance to hit, +1 strength, +1 break to target, +1 break to heavy impact. But we don't want to do that. First off, we're going to wail on his armor. We'll give it 2 will points, because this dude's got a lot of armor. He's got 15. And we'll bring old Moger. Yeah, we'll bring him all the way up, because he'll be useful. Now throughout this playthrough I'm going to try and get through the battles fairly quickly, because they can really drag out and we don't want to have like multiple episodes of just a single battle or something like that. But good old Gunnulf here has got a fairly high strength, so he's got 15 strength, so that's why I can attack for 4, because I've taken his armor down to 11. So, but we're going to add a willpower to that to bring his strength down to 11? Yeah, so then he can't hit as hard next time. That's why he only hit me for 3, because he's only got 3 above my current strength. So we're going to willpower this one up again. and hit him for 4 against the armor. So next time, Gunnulf can really smack him big. Yeah, and Melgar can sit here and wail on this dude. We'll pump up the willpower while we're going. Because it's interesting combat system in the fact that it is kind of important to attack armor and attack strength, because the more you attack their strength, the less they can attack for. Now when he goes off and vibrates like that, as far as I know, I think that means that he is calling in extra dudes. But I can hit him for 7 right now because my attack is 14 and his armor's only 7. So that's why it's important to hit for to break their armor as well as their strength, because if you break their strength, they can hit for less, but if you break their armor, you can hit them for more. And it makes sense, but yeah. But this horn that popped up here is whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally, so it's kind of like a rally thing. So I could give old Melgar here an extra point of willpower. He's got 2, but I've got a star up here because I've killed someone. So I could hit that and give him an extra willpower, but I'm not going to because there's no need. Now I could hit him for 5, he's only got 6 strength left. So I'm just going to hit him for 4 and not waste a willpower point. Because either way I'd still have to hit him next turn. And with 2 strength he's not going to be able to do much regardless. Let's take down this dude's armor a bit. He can't hit me for much anyway. And let's bring old Hakon in to... No, we don't want to end turn. He can hit him for 8. Because... he's a strong bastard. And we'll finish these guys off fairly quickly now. Get rid of him. And we'll get rid of... we'll hit him. There was a little bit of a chance that he'd deflect that, but at this stage it doesn't really matter. And Hakon just earned himself a promotion. So yeah, Hakon's ready for promotion. And we got some renown. You trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy. What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Val King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. So Vognir has been killed. Vognir is dead. Chapter 2! Beautiful. I can't remember off the top of my head how many chapters there are, but it doesn't really matter. I think that there was roughly... I think less than 10? Which could mean anything, but from memory I think it's less than 10. But what you saw just then was we've now crossed over to these guys who are on the other side of the map, and we're going to play them for a while. Where'd that thing come from? Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. So yeah, we do... It doesn't chop and change too much, like it's pretty much just a couple of times. Like we'll stick with these guys for a while now. But this is basically telling us about ranged characters, because these guys are both ranged, and they're obviously humans. So you can see we can't get close enough to actually hit the dude. So we can click on their portrait to see information. There's also information down the left hand side here, like you can see that this guy's got 1 exertion, he's got 4 willpower, 10 strength, 8 armor, 1 armor break, and 1 ability rank. But we don't really care about that right now. We're going to just rest him on this turn because he can't reach him. But now if we... As you hover over where you can move, you'll see a little number will come up below this dude, which is essentially how much we can hit him for. And it shows that we're within range if we do that. So we're going to go for the armor first. Because Dredge essentially are tough nuts. Like, general men and women and Val. Val can be pretty powerful, but the Dredge are the tough nuts. Now, old Rook here, this is Rook, we'll meet him in a second. He's got this ability where he can attack him, and then any other archers that are within range will also attack him. And I think she's probably in range there. Okay, maybe not. Just gonna have to come a bit closer. We'll bring her up the back here, and we'll have another shot at that armor. Because then Rook will be able to have a good hit next time. Oh, he's going around to her. Now, because these guys are ranged, they're not the toughest of characters. But let's hit this dude for 4, bring his strength down by half. He's going to wail on us a little. Now, because she's an archer, she needs to back up if she wants to attack. Because she can't attack right now because he's right next to her. So she's going to back up there. Hit him for 2. And then Rook here can finish him off. So he also has an axe, so he can attack straight on, or he can attack from range. So now we'll find out about these guys. So this is Alette. Was that a Dredge? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was... Let me see, are you hurt? Now Rook is her father, just to get that out of the way. No, I'll be fine. When the Dredge attacked your cart and the Yox bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. Oh, that food! That's the last we're going to get before the winter. Do we... What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Forget the supplies, let's go back to Skogar. If we hurry, we can gather them before more Dredge appear. Do you think you can handle more of them? Let's see if we can gather some before the Dredge appear. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No, but we have to try. Be quick. So we'll probably end up fighting here. No? Maybe not. Alette calms the Yox while you frantically toss supplies back in the cart. More Dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving before they can close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation, and that has happened to me before, so it's definitely a real concern. The more people that there are in the caravan, the faster the supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell as well as a few items. Now, previously, I didn't purchase any items from markets and that sort of thing. I only ever purchased supplies, which I'm going to try and change a bit this time because I think the items will be useful. Because basically each hero can have an item that enhances something, like it gives them better strength or gives them better armor or whatever. You know, it adds to a stat basically. So now that we're playing as Rook and Alette, we're going from east to west. Because if you saw on the map, we got moved right over to the east.
I never expected to see the Dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
I love the voiceovers. That accent is just... But nice to see that the subtitles came up there. I must have got it right with the closed captioning kind of thing. You can see the Dredge here in the forest. Ivor! The enormous Val in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntsmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge, everywhere. Dredge? How did they get through the Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. they gather around you. Damn it, they'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams from the outskirts. People are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Eagle, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Do we want her to help, or do we want... I reckon she'd be useful in the fight, so... Let them fight, Ivor. Why not invite some goats to join us, too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. Aw, Eagle. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? I don't think Eagle's gonna... Alette can take care of herself, buddy. Eagle, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside, then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. So Ivor is obviously a Varl who lives here, and along with Rook and Alette and Old Eagle and stuff. Let's go check out the houses. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. You hear misplaced laughter nearby, past a pile of corpses. A man is single-handedly holding back 4 Dredge with a battered spear. Behind you, Tryggvi! Tryggvi? Ah, that'll do. Shouts Ivor, who shoots you a dour look. If Tryggvi is known for being a madman, at least he's the sort who can hold a spear in the right direction. He smiles a mile wide when he realizes you're going to have to fight your way out of this. So he's a bit of a nutter, like kind of a madman. But that was just telling us about turn order. But he, yeah, he's not bad. Let's pop this like this. Cool. That'll do. I always like putting my Varl and my big tanky dudes up first in the turn order, because I like to kind of get them in nice and quick. And I tend to put archers towards the back, because they can kind of hang back and they don't need to kind of rush up to where the enemy is. So here we have, if we pop the flags on, we can see there's a couple of different types of Dredge. Like, these little guys are kind of the most common. There's some others we'll meet later on. But then we've got these big guys as well, who are kind of like the Varl of the Dredge, I guess. And they usually have fairly high armor and big shields, and yeah, they're kind of tough. So let's put our shield banger right around... Actually, let's put him down there. Let's put him more this way, because we want him to head up to this guy. Eagle has a big shield, so maybe he can come down here, because he's going to meet these guys fairly quickly. He can stay there. Rook can come over here. And Alette can sit right there. That'll do. So we'll send Shieldbanger right up. Let me handle him. Yeah, exactly. Come at me, bros. Yeah, so he's got that special move where he kind of... It hurts your armor, but it also sends you back a ways. Let's just attack his armor a bit to bring that down. Oh, he's coming straight for me. Alright, so now this guy can attack on a diagonal because he's using a spear, which is what we will do. And we'll put a bit of boot into it as well and hit him for 4, just to bring this guy down to fuck all. Bring Alette forward 1, and let's attack this dude's armor. She can't really do much at the moment because she's not that strong. She's only got 7/7. So chipping away at his armor is probably worth it. Old Rook's getting a bit surrounded here, which is not good. Let's take this guy down here. Yeah, you can give him a whack. He's going to go for Rook as well. God damn it. Gotta get out of there, rookie. Okay, so Shield Banger. Up you come. Smack that armor. Cool thing about Shield Bangers and with Dredge when they're lined up, like when the Dredge get all lined up, you hit them and they kind of knock back onto each other. It's kind of like a knock-on effect, which is quite nice. And let's go a bit of that. We might actually lose Rook here because he's only got one one strength left. And you don't lose them in battle, they just get injured and they have to be rested before they can be used again. So let's take this guy out with our spear dude. See you later. Yeah, and he's going to be gone now. So he's not dead, he'll come back at a later date. But he's out for the rest of the round. Okay, let's hit this guy. Bam. Okay, let's bring you around to here. Yeah, we'll burn a willpower because we want to kind of protect Alette a little bit. Let's see what does Stone Wall do? Okay, so that's kind of like a... He gets better armor rating for the round. For the turn, I guess. Let's bring you back up this way. Give him a good whack to his strength. Bring him down to 7. He's going to attack it later, isn't he? You, sir. Oh, that's the other thing. The spearman can actually attack from 2 spaces away. So if I bring him here, he'll burn a couple of willpower, but he'll be able to get a shot off on this guy. Which is nice. Okay, we'll back her up. And because this guy's got stuff all armor, we can actually hit him for 4. Now bring him down to 3. So if whoever he hits next, he's not going to be able to do much. So he only did one damage there. Although my shield banger's armor is getting... He's taking quite a hit, so... I'd like him to take out the big guy soon. We're well along on these guys at the moment. Yeah. Now the problem that I'm going to have here is that because he's got such a small amount of armor, whoever hits him will be able to basically do extra damage. Which is why I thought I'd bring that guy down to 2. So then the max he can hit for is 2 minus my armor, so... Now, I can take out that guy. And I'll do that. He's gone, bit of overkill, but got him. Yeah, so he could hit for 5 then. Now let's bring Alette forward and have a smack at him. There's a chance he could have deflected that. You can come up behind this dude and take him out. And he'll get one more shot and oh, my shield banger almost got taken out there. But we're on pillage mode, so we're all going to have a shot at this dude. So old spear boy here will be able to take him out. Beautiful. I reckon that's where we'll leave it for this episode. So we'll pick it up right after this and we'll continue with the story in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.